And welcome back. We are the Business Zone with Crystal and Gilbert, a weekly online radio show bringing business, entrepreneur, and supplier diversity together to create success. And today we are here talking about a program called Nifty, which is the network for teaching entrepreneurship to young people. And we have some young alums from the previous biz camp that they're going to be talking about their business. So my first one, and he actually was in the class that I taught, and when he came in, he was the youngest person out of all the kids there, and he was just so enthusiastic about what he did, so talented. And as we got to know him, you almost forgot that he was how old were you at the time?
I believe I was about 9, so I was in 3rd grade when this happened. Okay,
so you almost forgot that he was in 3rd grade. But when I recognized that he was in 3rd grade was when he was competing, and while he was, and throughout the class, you'd come over and talk to him, and he had a little yellow duck. And that's when I realized that, wow, this is a kid. He's a child. He had his little yellow duck, and the little duck went everywhere he went throughout the class. And the day we were at competition, he's like, Miss Crystal, I got my duck. I got my duck. And that's when I realized he was a child. Chook. Chook is a trained actor, and he will pronounce his full name because the rest of us can't. So he's going to pronounce that when he speaks to you. He's a trained actor from Actors Comedy Studio. Chook is currently starring in a show called Lady Dynamite with Maria Bamford. Chook is also the star in the PETA commercial and PSA, the story of Agga.
Ag-gag.
Ag-gag, okay. Chook is being mentored by Taylor Suits LA, Richard Alvarez, as well as co-starring in a kids pilot program called Let's Stay Together. Chook can be seen on several BuzzFeed videos, one with over 5 million views. Chook is an alumni from the Laugh Factory comedy camp. Chook is a kid CEO. He owns a company called Chook's Bows, currently available online and through Instagram. Chook is the youngest alum at the Los Angeles Urban League Entrepreneurial Biz Camp. His recent appearances, Drake Energy Video, Laugh Factory, Flappers, the Comedy Union, and the host of the Los Angeles Urban League Biz Camp celebration. Charities that Chook serves. Chook performs stand-up comedy for kids on Skid Row every month, and it's called Worthy of Love. Welcome, Chook. Wow, you are such a talented young man,
Yes.
An actor in his own right. He got credits. He has credits out there, and so, Chook, tell us a little bit about who you are, other than what I just read.
Well,
so, how old are you?
Well, now I'm 10, and I'm in 4th grade now, but I'm currently about to go into the 5th grade.
Okay.
And my name is actually Nigerian. It means God has done well, but I'll tell you my whole name. It's Chukwu Emeka Waka, and it means God has done well. It's really long.
And God did do well.
Yes, he has.
He did an incredible thing when he created you, along with your parents, of course. So tell me, Chook, what was your experience when you first came to Biz Camp?
Well, what was my experience? It was different. It was large. Everybody in there was just on their phones and quiet like this. Just silent. So I'm like, I was the only person who was really trying to socialize there when I was younger. So it was a really good experience. I got to learn how to make a business plan. I learned my market. I learned marketing, and I learned how to do my pitch, which was amazing.
Yes, it was. So you were already in business, though, when you came, right?
Yeah, I already had my business, and I already had some business cards as well.
Okay. So tell us what you do.
Well, I'm an actor, designer, comedian, and I'm also the CEO of my own company.
Okay. So what's your product? What do you make?
I make and design bow ties and hair bows.
Okay. And what motivated that?
Well, I just like getting dressed. So later on, I decided to say, hey, why not start my own company? So I did.
Okay. So you want to hold up some of your, the cameras are right there. You want to show up some of your bow ties?
Yeah, it has one bow tie right.
So there you go. So this is one of his, and you have another one for me?
Yep.
So how do you pick your materials for your bows?
Well, I usually go downtown most of the time, and then the first thing I do is look at the material. I feel it to make sure if it's stretchy. If it's stretchy and thin and like almost see-through, you cannot use that for a bow tie. It needs to be nice, it needs to be soft, and it can't be all stretchy and see-through. That's not good.
Okay. And have you sold many bow ties?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So about how many clients you have?
How many clients do I have? Well, I have a lot of clients. I have some clients who are like in the NFL. I have like a football player as one of my clients, I believe. And we're trying to make a new line called Colossal. Since he's really big, we're gonna make different ones for people who are a little larger, so it will fit around their neck instead of the normal size.
Oh, okay. And so you wear your own bow ties as well?
Yes, I'm wearing one right now.
Okay. And what is that one called?
This here, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get this off. Well, this is a clip-on. This is the top seller. It's called the Sneaker Doodle. Okay.
So the Sneaker Doodle, everyone has sneakers, and they with colored shoestrings, and it's called the Sneakerdoodle. And so you make them both with the clip-on and the tie around the neck?
These are currently have the ones that are tied. Well, these currently have the straps. I don't make the ones that you have to tie yourself. I usually just make the ones that are pre-made, but I have versions of the bow ties that you guys just saw with clips on them. Oh,
okay. All righty. So are you doing your marketing? Do you go out and do your own marketing?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How did you become a comedian?
Well, I was just naturally funny, and we went into this place where they had open mic, and I just told a bunch of jokes about my Nigerian dad, and everybody loved it, and then I just kept doing that, and I decided to become a comedian.
Okay, so you think you want to share a joke with us?
Okay. So my dad's Nigerian, and he doesn't understand the whole Hollywood thing, so I said, "Dad, I want to be an actor." And he says, "What is this act? I have never heard of such things before. You better act like you're going to college." Then, a couple weeks later, one of those acting checks came in the mail. My dad looks at the check, and then he looks back at me, and he says, "My son, the actor."
So Dad is all for it now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so how many, when you go, so you went to Flappers, I've been there. So how many people, you're okay with that number of people in the audience?
Yeah, I'm a real people person. I'm really social. So I really didn't mind that there are that many people.
Okay, so you like that. And you're acting as well. Let's see what we got going on here. You're at, what's this Agag?
That's Agag.
Yeah, what's that about?
It's a film for PETA. They haven't done one in a long time, and I was actually featured in there. They decided to make me the PETA kid, so they had a bunch of different things. Like they at the end of the video, you'll probably see it. They did an animal dance party, which is really awesome.
Okay, so PETA is the pet. What does PETA stand for?
It's like.
Is it pet?
It's like pet. It's animals. It's P something animal.
Okay, so the Animal Association.
Yeah, basically.
And what is Lady Dynamite? What did you do in that? What role?
I played the person who got shot. And basically what was supposed to happen is that they sent out a bunch. Maria Bamford sent out a bunch of T-shirts, and she sent them out to Nigeria. So what happened is that they saw it, and it was Nigeria war for some reason. And you know what happened? Let me see. The people found the T-shirts, and they put them on, and they did a video and sent it out there.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So how old when you started acting?
Well, I've been acting for a long time. Maybe when I was like really short. So maybe when I was like 4, 3. You could say when I was 2. Oh. I've been acting almost my whole life.
Okay, wow. So you actually are a serial entrepreneur. So your acting is your career. That's a career, and that's an entrepreneurial type of career because you're out looking for. Your mom helps you. Is your mom your manager?
Well, you could say that. My mom drives me around to all. Yeah, you can say she's my manager.
Oh, okay. Because she drives you all to all your auditions and so forth.
But I do have an actual manager.
Oh, you do have an actual manager?
Yes.
Okay. So, so when do you have time to do your bow ties?
When I don't have time to do my bow ties, really, when like I have no auditions, I usually at my sewing machine and I'm making bow ties.
And who taught you to sew?
Well, my mom taught me to sew.
Oh, okay. So what's your aspirations for your much older life?
Probably to do all the same things.
Okay.
Maybe probably be an inventor, make other things.
Okay, are you going to expand on your bow tie design business?
Yeah, these aren't all the designs. I have a bunch of other ones that you can see on my Instagram, Chooks Bows, CHUKS, or on my or on my website.
On your website. So you're 10 years old.
Yes.
And so he's been in business since he was 7.
Yes.
He's been acting since he was 2. So that's why I told you these are special children, very special children. So, because most 2-year-olds are just crawling around and getting into all kinds of mischief, but you were out there with a career already.
Yeah.
Wow. So where do you want to go to college?
I haven't decided that yet.
What do you want to do?
What do I want to do?
What do you want to study when you go to college?
Let's see. I think it's philosophy or something. I forgot the name of it.
Okay. All righty. So where do you go to school now?
Well, I go to school somewhere in Manhattan Beach.
Somewhere in Manhattan. Does the school have a name? Or are you going to a new school?
The school has a name. I'm just not going to say the information because that's kind of personal.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm good with that.
No, it's fine.
No problem. So, are you currently on Let's Stay Together?
Am I currently on Let's Stay Together?
The pilot show, or are you acting right now? You were.
I'm not currently on the show. I mean, I was on a couple episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got any you got any things going on right now that we should be looking out for or tuned into?
Well, I'm actually auditioning for a show, but I can't say the name of it.
Okay.
For legal reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will just keep in. Is that information on your website or your Instagram? How will we know once you can talk about it?
It's probably going to be on my Instagram.
Okay. You think you can call in on the show and let me know too, and then I can tell everybody to watch out for it? Okay, that'll be fantastic. Well, thank you, Chook. Don't go anywhere yet, though. Jordan, I actually met when she was 10 years old, and she has a jewelry business. And I believe Rhonda asked me to come and as a coach to have a conversation with her. Yes. And I was absolutely blown away at this 10-year-old because she was sounding like she was 35, the way we were talking about her jewelry. And how she designed her jewelry, just like Chook. I think he's 35 too. I think he's just a short 35, but I think he's 35. Jordan Jackson is a 16-year-old CEO of Jewelry Made Fabulous. She attends Long Beach Polytech High School and will be a junior in the fall. She started Jewelry Made Fabulous 5 years ago at the ripe age of 11, and had the opportunity to attend the Network for Nifty Teaching Entrepreneurship Biz Camp at the Los Angeles Urban League. Oh, I have a caller. Hello, caller. What is your name?
Hi, this is Nisi.
Hi, Nisi. How are you today?
Oh, this is my
fantastic.
cousin.
How are you guys?
Oh, I'm well. So are you calling for your cousin Chook?
Yes, that's my cousin. I just want to congratulate him and take the time out to tell him that I'm proud of him. And keep up the good work and don't let anyone stop you.
Okay, thanks.
All righty. Well, thank you, Nisi, for calling in. Nisi, all right, do you have a business as well?
I don't have a business, but I work with my cousin. I'm all in for my cousin.
Oh, all righty. Hey, you have to have family. When you're in business for yourself, you have to have a team and a village. It helps, huh, Chook?
Yes, it really does.
A strong team in the village.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Well, Chook is an amazing young person, young adult. I'm going to say he's a young adult because he is a young adult.
Right.
And, so I'm glad you guys got his back out there. And we're going to be looking for some fantastic things for him in his future.
Always and forever.
Okay, thank you for calling.
You're great. You guys have a good day.
All right, thank you. So Jordan had formulated a business plan and competed with other members of the class in a business plan competition. Jordan's Jewelry Made Fabulous came in first place for the class competition and was able to advance to the regional business plan competition where they won second place. Jordan was then invited to the Masters of Ceremony for high school competition. She also had the honor of traveling to New York City to be recognized as Nifty's Entrepreneur of the Year for Los Angeles in 2013. Wow. Since then, Jordan has been working to make JMF a global business and hopes to branch out into different areas of design. Jordan runs Jewelry Made Fabulous as well as plays softball and recently launched a YouTube channel called Crown Me Jordan, where she talks all things fashion. Well, welcome, Jordan. Wow, see, another phenomenal child, young adult person. So tell us about yourself, Jordan. Wow.
Well, I'm Jordan Jackson, and I don't really know what else I'm going to say.
So tell me why jewelry?
Jewelry. Well, as a child, I've always been very fashionable. I've always had a bracelet, an earring, some necklaces. I've always dressed myself.
Okay.
So I've always had a passion for fashion, and when I had the opportunity, thank you to Rhonda Sandifer, I had the opportunity to attend the Nifty Biz Camp, and I just remember the first day they were like, so what do you enjoy to do? What would you like to make a business out of, something that you can, have a passion for as well as make money for and all that. And I just remember sitting there like, what do I like to do? And I looked down and I'm like, I got some bracelets on. I like my jewelry. So that's how Jewelry Made Fabulous was born. And since then, I've just gotten the opportunity to network with different people who have helped me to better my business, help me to make new designs and venture out and figure out what can I do to make it to the next level. So.
Oh, wow. So do you have an extensive clientele as well?
Right now, actually, I do. I network with a lot of reoccurring clients that come back to me at the moment. But right now, Jewelry Made Fabulous is revamping, and we're just going to redesign and reopen my business, if that makes sense. And
are you selling to your school colleagues, your peers?
Yes, my peers do support me. Like, I'm very, very gracious of all of my friends. And in high school, sometimes people don't get you on that level, and they're like, why are you doing this, or that's weird, or that's not something that they would have thought of. But the friends and the peers that I do have, they're like, wow, that's amazing. They support me, and they're there for me and help me. They help me with my designs, because I think about it as, what do the people want?
Oh, okay.
And what is my clientele, which is a range from high school to young adults, and what would they like as them?
Okay. So. There was years ago I read, before I met you, there was a young lady that actually made necklaces out of bottle caps.
Yes.
And she painted daisies on them, and she actually has a net profit of about $5 million on selling her jewelry to her school, to all the kids in the school and around in the area that she lived in. And I think she eventually gave that business to her sister, and she started a business where she's teaching young people how to be entrepreneurs. So is that an aspiration, is to grow your business to the multi-million-dollar range?
Yes, most definitely. Okay. Like, I have a vision of being in name brand stores such as Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, Saks. Like, that's the level that I want to make Jewelry Made Fabulous to be on. Okay.
Have you decided what college you're going to?
My number one college in mind is the University of Oregon.
Okay. I have some friends. I have a friend whose son is playing football for them.
Yes, so that's my top school.
Okay. And what are we going to study?
I want to be an anesthesiologist, but I also want to have a degree in business, because I'm very, very passionate about fashion, and later in life I want to be able to branch out of jewelry and do handbags or clothing, and just all the areas of fashion I want to accomplish. So
you're gonna be a fashion designer and anesthesiologist. Is that what's gonna happen?
That's the plan.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Those are two very broad yes. skill careers. So let's see some of your jewelry.
So right here I have two of my rings.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Beautiful.
And then here's some bracelets. This is actually a set, one of my summertime sets.
Okay,
right
look
there.
at that. It has glasses and peace sign, and what's this one? And Eiffel Tower. These are beautiful. So where do you go downtown to get or you order your?
I do both.
You do both?
Yes.
Okay, and do you draw out the designs first, or?
No, actually I don't. I just lay out all my materials, and I think.
And you think?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your profit margin? Do you know what your?
Honestly, I don't.
You don't? Okay. Are you making more money than you're spending?
Oh, most definitely. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, what was the takeaway that you had from you've been in the Nifty program since you were 11 years old, and you're now 16, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what's your takeaway, and how valuable is the program?
Nifty honestly changed my life because I have that entrepreneurial spirit from my mom. She's an event planner. So just going into the Nifty program, already having that drive, and then seeing other people, seeing the name brands, the top people, and them mentoring me was a huge advantage. And I feel like the Nifty program does so much more than you can do on your own. And just going to different places and traveling and meeting CEOs, all of that is like the greatest experience ever. And the Nifty program, honestly, there's nothing that can top it from me.
Okay.
Personally, it's a really great experience, and it's done so much for me and has opened my eyes to different things, different areas, my business plan, and even all of the things that you can do after you take the course. They offer you alumni opportunities, and you can go here, you can take this program, you can try that, and all of that helps every step of the way.
So you do know when you go for your business, the business, you're going to be so far advanced than everyone in the marketing area and in pricing of your product and merchandising, right?
Yes.
So let me ask this. So with that, because you could actually have a career as a buyer and have a string of boutiques, could that overshadow being an anesthesiologist?
Yes.
It could?
Yes.
Okay. And how about a magazine? Would you want to be the publisher of a magazine?
I would. I have all of those dreams. I think of myself, well, what's the word I'm looking for? I look up to Kate Spade.
Okay.
Because she's so chic. The line is chic. Everything is it's so different. She has bed sheets, fashion, handbags, clothing, like all of that is what I dream to do. As just design, buying, selling.
Okay, so it's unlimited.
It's unlimited. Yes.
Nifty gave you an opportunity to have unlimited options, right?
Yes.
So you guys are young people that you just any spectrum of work you could actually do. Chook, you could master being in the entertainment industry, and you started at such a young age, and then at the same time have a backup career in your designs. And I know when Chook was designing, we actually talked about creating jackets that had the inner lining of the jacket would reflect the bow tie. And is that still something that you thinking about in your production line?
Yes, it still is.
Okay, and then I think there's some socks and something we talked about too.
Oh yeah, we talked about making socks as well.
Okay. And so Jordan, so you graduate, you got one more year?
2.
2 more years? Oh, 2 more years, okay. And then you'll be heading in. What would you say to another child that was coming into the program, or now we're actually marketing for the Biz Camp next week? What would you say was the best experience when you first came into the program, and what would you actually encourage other children to do, other young people to participate in the program?
I would encourage all of the young kids to take the advice that you're given, because you wouldn't have this opportunity to talk to people who have experience and say, I tried this might not work, or this isn't the best path to go, or this, you might want to try it, but that may not work. Things like that really help in a business aspect, because with business, you try and you can fail, but you can try again, and you can fail, but you can try again and you can get it. Mm-hmm. But if you eliminate the few fails that you have just listening to someone's advice,
right,
it helps a lot. So that I just say, listen to everything that you're told and take every single piece of advice. Even if you may not think you need it right now, you may need it in the long run.
Okay. And have you met some incredible friends? Because you've been in for a while and through different programs that Nifty offers.
Yes, I have. And I was the youngest of my class. But even still, I didn't let that stop me. And everyone, I've seen them grow, and I really cherish them as, people and friends and business owners and CEOs and all of that.
Okay. And I know they bring a lot of coaches in. Do you actually have a coach? Can you call them if you have some questions?
Yes, actually I can. My coach I did the startup summer just recently, 2 summers ago actually. And we had assigned coaches, but all the coaches were there to help and guide, if you know what I mean. And one of the coaches that I have that I was able to talk to and I can email and shoot a phone call is the owner of Dog Eared. Okay. And even though he wasn't my particular mentor, I was able to still have a connection with him, and I really appreciate that, so many people will still listen. It's not just like, oh, I'm here for the moment and then I'm out, or yeah, who are you again? Just things like that. So yeah. So
did you because I would say it, but I'm going to ask you to, do you feel more confident in yourself and your abilities since going through the Nifty program?
Yes, most definitely. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fantastic. You came here with confidence, didn't you?
Yeah, kind of. You can say that.
You were just born that way.
Yeah, you could.
But do you feel that way, though, when you're interacting with children your own age?
Yeah, I always do.
You always do? So when you guys are in high school and now you guys both have businesses, how do your friends at school, and they don't have businesses, right? Is there any entrepreneurs in your school?
I mean, no, not really.
No? You guys are like the only one?
Yeah, like the odd one out, basically.
Okay, so how does that go over, though, when you're interacting with your friends? When you have to stop and do business stuff, because you guys have a commitment. Yes. So you can't always just be out there playing. So when you have to go off and interview and have auditions and make your bow ties, do they understand that you have a job?
They do, like, oh, how'd your audition go? What was the audition for? Like, I interact with them normally. It's really no change.
Okay. And you, Jordan?
Yes, I do agree. There's always some people who don't get it, but the ones that are like your true friends and your people that support you, they always get it. They're actually more supportive, and they're like, go girl, or you got this, and I'm proud of you. So
okay. Well, we want to thank you. Wow, both of you guys, we're very excited about your future, and I know you guys are, and you just have such a broad and an unlimited future. There are adults that are not as confident about what their future looks like as you guys are.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, huh? Yeah,
Wow.
That's amazing, huh? But when we have so when you came to the program, so Rhonda and them helped you create your business line, and you already had yours, right? Because you like the whole fashion thing. So, so it's been just a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure to have both of you here, and I'm very excited about your future. And I know I was part of your training. And whenever you guys need some help, just reach back out. And when you could become that big tycoon, let me know. So if you need some employees, we can direct some round over to you. So everyone, we want to thank you. If you guys had any questions, you can ask. We're going to go on a break in a few minutes, and then you can come back